Good afternoon to the respected panel. My name is Muhamad Rafif bin Abu Samah, student ID 2023836926. Today, I will be presenting my research proposal entitled The Association Between Body Image and Performance Among Female University Football Players, a case study at UiTM Shah Alam. The purpose of this presentation is to outline the background of the study, identify the research problems, explain the objective, and will cover 14 main sections, beginning with the research title and background of study, followed by the problem statement, research objective, research question, and hypothesis. I will then discuss the significance of the study, delimitation, limitation, research methodology, population and sample, research instrument, data analysis, and finally conclude the presentation. The title of this research is The Association Between Body Image and Performance Among Female University Football Players. This study focused specifically on female university football players at UiTM Shah Alam, as they represent a unique group balancing athletic performance, academics, responsibilities, and social expectations. Body image refers to an individual perception through and feelings about their own body. It is considered a critical psychological factor that influences self-confidence, emotional states, and behavioral response. Among female athletes, body image is particularly important because they often face conflicting demands. On one hand, there are societal beauty standards which typically emphasize slimness and femininity. On the other hand, sports performance, especially football, requires strength, endurance, speed, masculinity, and physical contact. Football is a physical demanding sport, and this requirement may challenge traditional ideal of female appearance. As a result, female football players may experience concern related to body shape, weight, or masculinity. Although participants in sports can promote physical competence and body applications, research show that negative body image will still occur, particularly when athletes are exposed to a social comparison, external evaluation, and performance pressure. In the Malaysia context, despite increasing female participants in football, research examining the relationship between body image and performance in female sports remain limited, especially at the university level. This gap highlights the importance of conducting the present studies. Problem statement. Female football players are vulnerable to body image concern due to the dual demands of athletic performance and societal expectations regarding appearance. A negative body image may lead to several psychological consequences, including low self-confidence, increased anxiety, and reduced motivation, all of which may negatively affect athletic performance. More existing studies on body image among female athletes concentrate in Western countries and primarily focus on individual sports such as gymnastics, dance, or athletics. Comparatively, there is limited evidence involving female athletes in sports, particularly football. In Malaysia, studies investigating the association between body image and performance among female university football players are scarce. As a result, psychological factors influencing performance are often overlooked by coaches and sports practitioners. Therefore, this study seeks to address this gap by examining the relationship between body image and performance among female university football players at UiTM Shah Alam. Research objective. This study has three main research objectives. First, to determine the level of body image among female university football players at UiTM Shah Alam. Second, to determine the level of performance among female university football players at UiTM Shah Alam. Third, to examine the association between body image and performance among female university football players at UiTM Shah Alam. These objectives are designed to provide a clear understanding of both variables and their relationship. Research question. In line with the research objective, these studies address three research questions. The first research question asks what is the level of body image among female university football players. The second research question asks, what is the level of performance among female university football players? The third research question asks, is there a significant association between body image and performance among female university football players? Hypothesis. Based on previous literature, three hypotheses are proposed. Hypothesis 1 state that there is a significant relationship between body image and performance among female university football players. Hypothesis 2 propose that body certification is positively associated with performance, meaning players with higher body satisfaction are expected to perform better. Hypothesis 3 suggests that body dissatisfaction is negatively associated with performance, indicating that higher dissatisfaction may be linked to lower performance level. Significance of the studies. The significance of these studies can be discussed from three perspectives: academic, practical, and social. From an academic perspective, these studies contribute to existing literature on body image in female team sports and help fill the research gap within the Malaysia university athlete context. From a practical perspective, the finding may help coach and sports practitioners better understand psychological factors that influence performance. This understanding may support the development of more athlete-centered and psychologically supportive coaching approach. From a social perspective, these studies raise awareness of body image issues among female athletes and challenge stereotypes surrounding women's participants in physically demanding sports such as football. We'll talk about delimitation. This studies is deliberately delimited in several ways. First, it focused only on female football players at UiTM Shah Alam. Second, the studies examined only two variables, which are body image and performance, to ensure that research remains focused. Third, all data are collected with one institution, allowing for consistency in training, environment, and competition level. Limitation. Despite careful planning, several limitations are acknowledged. First, the finding cannot be generalized to all female football players as the sample limited to UiTM Shah Alam. Second, the study relies on self-report questionnaire, which may affect by response bias. Third, external focus such as injuries, coaching styles, and level of competition are not measured. Literature review. First, body image. Body image is defined as a person's perception, true, and feelings about his or her physical appearance. It is considered as a multi-dimensional concept as it encompassed by satisfaction, body dissatisfaction, and attitude towards body shapes, size, and weight. Among female populations, body image is strongly influenced by social, culture, media factors, which often to promote unattainable beauty standards. Body image in sports may be framed by demands and expectations of a particular sport. Those athletes may judge their body not only their appearance but also concerning their functional efficiency and performance. However, female athletes often face conflict between societal ideals of femininity and the physical attributes required for athletic success, such as masculinity and strength. Second is a body image among female athletes. Research has shown that both negative and positive body image outcome occurs female athletes. On one hand, sports participation can facilitate body appreciation through an increase in physical competence and strength. On the other hand, female athletes may also encounter heinous pressure about body weight, shape, and appearance by their coach, peers, and media. Research has indicated that even female athletes involved in team sport, such as football, may still feel body dissatisfaction, especially with the influence of social comparison and external evaluation. In that, body dissatisfaction has been considered one of the main reasons of psychological distress, undermined self-confidence, and negative emotional state that might interfere with athletic performance among female athletes. 3 is athletic performance. Athletic performance is the ability of an athlete to perform sports-related tasks effectively. Athletic performance is determined by various factors, some of which include physical, technical, tactical, and psychological factors. An important psychological characteristic that is often recognized to influence sports performance is self-perception. At university level, a part of the factors mentioned earlier, factors such as academic pressure, time management, or social commitment could influence one's performance. When it's come to female football players, a part of their physical fitness, their psychological preparation to perform at their best is also important. From a psychological standpoint, the pressure of digital personalization can either uplift or burden athletes depending on their coping mechanism. Athletes who receive supports in managing their digital engagement via agent, media, coaches, or psychologists are better able to focus on performance while maintaining public presence. Kim and Hall, 2017. Coach and sports managers must now consider digital engagement as a part performance environment, integrating media management strategies into athlete development plans. Future research should further explore how digital fast interaction influence psychological performance, markers, and mental well-being in elite sport. For body image and athletic performance, various studies have found that one factor that has been shown to impact sports performance among female athletes is body image. A positive body image has been found to positively link with high level of confidence and concentration among athletes in relation to sports performance. The studies on body satisfaction has found to be positively associated with high level sports performance among athletes. It was observed that those female athletes who have experienced body dissatisfaction tends to face performance links, stressors, and hampered enjoyment of participation in sports. In team games such as football, body image can also an impact on social dealings and perceived roles performance as an element that may affect performance. This is my conceptual framework. Body image and performance among female university football players. Body image, body certification, body confidence, perceived appearance. Performance, physical performance, confidence in game, overall athlete performance. Research design. These studies adopt a quantitative, non-experimental cross-sectional research design. Data are collected using an online self-administered questionnaire via Google Form. A convenient sampling technique is used due to accessibility and time constraints. The minimum sample size of these studies is 30 participants, which is considered adequate for correlational analysis. Sample size determination was conducted using G-Power software, and a priori power analysis was performed for a two-tailed person correlation by normal model to determine the minimum sample size required to examine the relationship between body image and sports performance. Based on previous findings by Neville et al. 2017, which report moderate correlation between body dissatisfaction and performance-related outcome among female athletes. An effect size of R equal to 0.40 was assumed, with an alpha level of 0.05 and a desired statistical power of 0.80. The G-Power analysis indicated that a minimum sample size of 47 participants was required. Data will be analyzed using SPSS software. Descriptive statistics, including mean, frequency, percentage, and standard deviation, will be used to describe the data. Inferential statistics, specifically person correlation, will be used to examine the relationship between body image and performance. The level of significance is set at p -0.05. Body image is a multi-dimensional psychological factors that plays an important role in influencing confidence, motivation, and performance among female athletes. This is limited research focusing on Malaysia females university football players, particularly in relation to body image performance. These studies aim to address this gap and contribute a more holistic approach to athlete development, integrating both physical and psychological aspects of performance.